A royal insider, speaking to the Express, fired the criticism at the broadcaster after they faced mounting controversy over their recent documentary outlining the relationship between Prince Harry, Prince William and the media. The source, who has worked with the BBC for many years, told, "The BBC's decision makes a travesty of its claim to be impartial." Just a cursory glance at Rajan's Twitter feed would have shown that the reporter was biased against the royals to an extent that bordered on rudeness. Mr. Rajan authored a number of anti-royal tweets between 2010 to 2013. One tweet said Prince Charles was not bright enough, while another criticized the Duchess of Cambridge for having a false royal wave. He also hit out at his future employers for monarchist propaganda. The journalist, who is also a presenter for Radio 4's Today program, apologized for the commentary saying, in reference to very reasonable questions about some foolish commentary from a former life, "I want to say I deeply regret it. I wrote things that were rude and immature and I look back on them now with real embarrassment, and ask myself what I was thinking, frankly. I would like to say sorry for any offense they caused then or now. I'm completely committed to impartiality and hope our recent programs can be judged on their merits." However, there was a widespread furious reaction over the BBC's choice of presenter, both from members of the public and royal commentators. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams hit out at the BBC, calling their choice of presenter ridiculous. Writing on Twitter, he said, "The choice of BBC journalist Amol Rajan as presenter of the series The Princes and the Press was ridiculous. His views on the monarchy were well known but an impartial view was needed. It didn't examine the inaccuracies in Sussex's Oprah interview. Said very little that was new." Royal expert Dickie Arbiter agreed, responding, "Princes and the Press on #BBC2 revealed nothing new. There was clearly an agenda and no prizes for guessing what. As for leaving personal views at the #Beebs front door when you go to work for them, then lo and behold become impartial once through the revolving door, BT." Meanwhile, furious members of the public also chimed in, with one Twitter user saying that the BBC should hang their heads in shame. Olip3 wrote, "At BBC should hang their heads in shame. Bad enough the cover-up on Bashir, but this is salt and wounds. I blame not Rajan as he has shown his colors in the past. I blame editors and management. This PSB should be no longer funded by the public. It's not in the public interest." Kristine Taylor said, "Impartiality was needed for both sides to be aired. He was an inappropriate choice of presenter with his obviously anti-monarchy views well known for many years. No challenge to the exposed lies of the Oprah show. Very poor choice for BBC as national broadcaster." While Robin D. Horseman added, "The BBC do keep going from one mess to another. Would public money be better spent elsewhere? Not like the old days when they were the only game in town. I think we could manage without them." Prince William finds the split between his family and the Sussexes very sensitive and the strength of his feelings were underestimated by the BBC, says a commentator. Although the documentary wasn't explicit, it hinted heavily that royal staff were behind leaks to the press that cast Meghan Markle in an unfavorable light. One infamous leaked story, that the Duchess of Sussex made Kate Middleton cry, was said to have been a particularly sensitive issue to William, according to royal journalist and biographer Duncan Larcombe. Speaking to True Royalty's The Royal Beat, Mr. Larcombe said, "One of the key issues with this BBC documentary is the fact that what they have done is underestimate just how sensitive a subject it is. For Prince William, in particular, that his own brother and his sister-in-law, Meghan, have accused them on Oprah Winfrey of briefing and deliberately allowing stories that aren't true about Meghan." Mr. Larcombe then pointed to Meghan's rebuttal of the rumor that she made Kate cry in a row before the wedding with her claim that the story was not only not true, but it's the wrong way around. He added, "So we've got an argument between who made who cry, which is a primary school thing, but the palace have been at pains to take the other cheek, not to be drawn into this row. The BBC's documentary allowed people to say, yeah, they were briefing us, they were telling us this, Harry and Meghan are effectively right, Prince William is effectively a liar," Mr. Larcombe conceded. When Meghan was asked about the notorious Flower Girl row in her interview with Oprah Winfrey, she denied making Kate cry. She said, "The reverse happened. I don't say that to be disparaging to anyone because it was a really hard week of the wedding and she was upset about something. A few days before the wedding, Kate was upset about something. Yes, the issue was correct about Flower Girl dresses. And she did what I would do if I knew that I hurt someone, right, to just take accountability for it. I would have never wanted that to come out about her ever, even though it happened. I protected that from ever being out in the world.